Hi guys, I am expanding on a short reading I did a few moments ago about what's coming, which is that the money has started flowing and it's all good, it's all coming. So I am going to be doing a much deeper reading right now into that and seeing what is coming, how we can cope with it, what it's going to affect and so on. So the first card I have is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And this is all about, well, you don't see it yet, so how do you know? Well, you know because what you get right now is not actually physical. You can feel the change, you can feel it if you feel into your energy. And this is like energy that has changed. So if you are aware of your energy and your surroundings, and what affects it, you can feel what's changing ever so slowly or fast, whichever it is. And you want to look at how your energy is different from the days before and so on. What is it that you are discarding from the old energy? And you'll find that the new energy is just coming in almost like a conveyor belt, almost sort of like little packets of energy of like raising your vibration. This one comes in and you cope with it, you integrate it, you level up a little bit, and the next one arrives and you repeat the process and you keep going. So you can watch your energy changing and evolving to becoming closer to this financial abundance that is so near. Not quite here yet, but it has started, it is flowing, and this is it coming towards you. But this is why you don't yet see it, but you will do. So look in the energetic realms before the physical. But what about when it does come in the physical? Well, when it does, you're going to recognize it because suddenly all these burdens and all these stresses you've been carrying around for years will be released. And it is going to be the biggest sense of relief you've ever felt as you drop all these things that you've been working for and you're caught up in and you can't see the wood for the trees. It's almost like sort of, living paycheck to paycheck or client to client, or you're so surrounded by bills and responsibilities that you can't see anything else and you're just weighed down by the whole thing. All of that is being released. And that is just going to allow you to take a massive sigh of relief, big breath, and be able to just stand up straight again and walk forward into the future that you are designing instead of being almost forced on you by, well, I need money and so on, because you won't be in that position anymore. So what do you need to do right now? And for that, I have the Nine of Cups reversed, and this is a really big one. What you need to do is stop wishing, hoping, and praying for it. What you need to do is know deep inside that it is coming and it is coming to you, because this is how energy works. When you wish, hope, and so on, you are affirming you don't have it right now. And so therefore you have the energy surrounding you of I don't have it. And when it arrives, it's going to look at your energy and go, you don't have it, you don't align with me, I'll pass by. And you don't want that. You want this in your life. So you need to know that it is in your life, whether it's actually physically there right now or whether it's, tomorrow, next week, whatever it is. This needs to be a knowing in your energy field that it is coming to you. And if you know that, when it arrives, it will go, oh yes, that person thinks of themselves as having this money, I will go to them. This is what aligns you to it. So you really need to know deep inside that you are aligned with it instead of wishing and hoping for it. And the other thing that you need to avoid is you need to avoid giving up and walking away just because it's taken a long time. So what? There is no time. We live in the now. We live in the present moment. There is only now. So be ready for it now. Get your emotions in order. Stack them up, make them stable. know what you want. Get off the roller coaster, the emotional roller coaster. Stop going like the hot and cold. Is it, isn't it? Is it, isn't it? Oh, this has come, that's delayed it. Get off of that track and know that you've got your emotions in order, you've put your stuff in order, you've got your energy in order by knowing that it's coming to you instead of wishing and hoping. And just stand there and walk away from the stress. Don't walk away from the opportunity. The reason that you are in this place and have this opportunity is because you've done the work. This is your reward. This is the money overflowing into you. It is you putting your little ticket in and saying, yes, this is for me. Thank you very much. I'll take it. You've cleared out everything that doesn't need to be there anymore, that no longer aligns with where you want to be, and you've let it flow out of your life, and you've got yourself much more emotionally stable than you were, years ago, whenever it is, and you've solidified everything. You've made yourself clearer. You've sort of purified your energy, your mindset, and so on. And you've got yourself to this point by all the work you've done. So congratulations on the work. This, what is coming, is your reward. So how soon is it going to be? Very, very soon. We have a swords card, which is soon. So this is very soon. And the difference here is it's not going to just be loud and blared out with trumpets. It's actually going to be a very quiet event. It's going to tiptoe into your life. So you have to be aware and keep your energy out there and know it's there, which helps you on this knowing that it's there. And it will tiptoe in. It won't announce itself that loudly. So you've got to keep your senses open, and then you will see it, and then you can step in and take advantage of this opportunity. But it is coming incredibly soon. So how is this going to affect you and how you see yourself? Well, you're going to start seeing yourself as an incredibly wealthy person because you've done this work here of clearing yourself up so that you no longer have hatred for rich people or think they're horrible or whatever it is that you cleared up. You've cleared up your money issues, basically. So you are now seeing yourself as a very wealthy person. But the difference is you're seeing yourself in private as a very wealthy person, which is very sensible because you don't want to be going out and announcing it, because otherwise you will soon depart from that wealth. So you want to be keeping this private. This is a very sensible, you see yourself in this new wealth within your little private Garden of Eden. And the moment you step out into the public eye, you're going to be private about it. It's not going to be something you announce to the world. You're not going to be flashing your wealth around and, spending it like it's going out of business, because, well, it will go out of business if you do that. So you're going to be very sensible. You're going to see yourself as protecting this wealth. So I see, everybody going out and getting a really good financial advising team or person, whatever it is for you, and getting the right person or people and letting them help you protect it into this garden where it will grow and be around for the rest of your life and the rest of your family's lives, so that this seed can grow into something truly, truly magnificent and massive. And the rest of the world is going to be unaware that you are one of the ones who have this massive amount of wealth, which is very sensible because that will help you keep your privacy and keep your boundaries and so on, which is coming up. So how will it affect your family? Well, your family with this, everything is going to move very, very fast. And this actually ties in really well with last week's reading. And if you haven't seen that, you will want to go and watch that. It's called Your Money is Shifting Faster Than You Realize. I will put a link in the description below. You're going to want to watch this because this explains why this card has come up and why everything is going to be moving so fast. And what you need to do, how this affects your family, is you need to stick to the plans you made. You need to be in control. You need to be the one running the show, throwing these shots, and keeping everything organized and on task and on plan. Because if you don't, it's going to end up in chaos and not in a good way. So you need to be the one who is in control, because this is going to move very fast with your family. How it will affect your career? Well, this is going to be an interesting one. There are going to be a lot of very difficult choices for you to make, unfortunately, in this one. Probably because unless your career is your utter passion, you're probably going to be leaving it. But it will have, side effects when you leave it, because you no longer need the money from it. So there's no point in staying in it if you don't like it. But there are always consequences when you leave jobs and close down businesses and so on. So this is going to keep you up at night a little bit with all the choices you have to make, and you may have to sort of, kill off a business or two. Whatever it is, you need to make these decisions. And when you have, everything will be coming up roses for you. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel with this, but you do have to sort through how this is going to affect your career. And you're going to have a lot of very hard choices to make, or at least some of you are, going forward to get through this phase. But at the end of it, everyone is going to be coming up roses, very happy about what's happened with your career. And what about your life in general? Well, this is a great one. It is going to be night and day different from what you currently are experiencing. All of these worries that you currently have are just going to fall out one by one as they disappear and get relieved because of what you're going through right now. It's going to be like a whole new life has started. You're going to be sort of like rising up into a new life, kind of born again almost. And this is going to be an amazing new start for you. So it's going to be fantastic. It really is amazing. Once we're on the other side of this, things are going to be looking up in a massive way. So what other advice? Well, for this, I have the Page of Swords. And this one, again, also ties into last week's reading. So you really are going to want to go and watch that. You need to make sure that your communication is very clear. This is a very logical card. It's a swords card, so there's no emotion in this. Do not get into the emotions when you talk to people. Stay logical, plan, get those financial advisors on board and plan what you need to do so that you can communicate unemotionally, in pure logic, what you are going to do and stick with it. You want to stand your ground and get your boundaries correct and just move forward with the plan. Take the emotion out of it, because this is going to be a big change in your life. You do not want to be doing this rapidly. You do not want to be winging it. You want to be planning. And so you need to get advice. Find somebody who has more authority than you do, and check that it's the right person for you. But once you have decided that that is the right set of advisors for you, go with them and stick with what they say once you've decided with them what you are going to do, and don't change, because whoever says, oh, but I really want, you've got to stick with your plans, okay? You need to ground yourself and get through this phase. It's going to be, a little turbulent. It's going to be, sort of like we've got trees here being blown apart, okay? you need to get through this phase with as much dignity and planning as you possibly can, and stand firm and know that you have made the right decisions along the way, that you have sat down and made with advice, and you are then going to follow those decisions that you've made rather than spiraling off and making random emotional decisions. Okay, so stand your ground, get your boundaries right, and do this the right way. It will help you get through this phase straight after this, which will take a little while, but you need to take the time to do it, because this is what's going to set you up for the long term. And last week, I thought it was really interesting how I was prompted to go for an oracle card for the further advice last week. So this week, since I wasn't, and that was my further advice card, I thought, well, why not pull another oracle card anyway? So I have added in another oracle card. And this one is the healing card. And it's interesting, if you look at this, it's about taking time to heal all the financial past baggage that you've had. So any kind of wounds that you've had from finances, from living, paycheck to paycheck, or, being in debt, or whatever it was, heal those financial wounds and take the time to do that before you rush into anything else. Because if you rush, which goes with the card we've just seen, don't rush. Before you rush into this, you want to make sure that you have everything in place and you are fully healed. So take time for yourself on this journey before you just rush in and do anything else. Drop a like below if this reading resonated with you. If you want to watch last week's reading, your money is shifting faster than you realize. There will be a link below in the description to it, so you can watch that. That will explain some of what's going on with your family and why you need to be so careful and take the action and plans that you need to take. If you would like your own private reading, there is a link below in the comments as well. I'm Karen from Soul Driven Tarot, and I'll see you in the next video.